see. Where? Okay, so I just want to get to our photos. Okay, we're just coming up to about 7 o'clock. Welcome if you're just joined us for our Meitheal Ceol online daily SingSong for the soul. So again, we're just waiting to check on our end to show that we have it. The stream is up and running and that we have sound. So that's what we're doing at the moment. That's just an initial sound check. If you're a first timer to this process, welcome along. If you're coming back, haven't been with us before, great to have you back. It's the 31st of March, Tuesday the 31st of March. Hard to know what day of the week it is now.
I think it is Tuesday.
So we got it there, have we?
We have, yes, we've got.
Okay.
Just let us know if you're there.
Excellent.
I know you're all probably rushing like for 7, just as we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're so busy. Oh my God. Oh.
So sorry, I can't see the stream here, so just let's see if it's I suppose we need, okay, we're live now, all right.
Yes.
So we, yeah, another day, same as the last day. And Mary, I think there's a song I'd like to sing tonight.
Yes. Well, we're going to sing Tell Me Ma. That's going to be the first song.
Okay, so just to let you know, hi, I'm Liam and
I'm Mary.
So this is a process called Meitheal Ceol, the daily online sing-song for the soul. So we live stream every day online at 7 p.m. and that's really sort of as an opportunity to just escape the harsh reality of what's in the news every day. Now, to be fair, I didn't see the news tonight, so I'm sure it's same shit, different day. But so the idea is really what we're going to be doing. If you haven't been here before, we're going to be singing songs from a set of songbooks that we have, and the songs will appear on the screen like you see there. And you can sing along, you can play along if you've got a guitar, mandolin, ukulele, tin whistle, whatever you got. This is really an opportunity for you to sing along. So I was talking to an ex-college friend of mine from a long time ago, Kevin O'Callaghan. So if you do listen in, Kevin, great to have you along. But Kevin told me he's had a guitar at home for the last 30 years and this January decided he was going to be able to play 6 chords by St. Paddy's Day 2021. So he's a year ahead of himself. I said this is maybe a wonderful opportunity, so I'm going to send him a copy of this book. Again, this book will just show you while we're everybody's getting in or whatever. The book really is part of a 2-book series that we have. So these are 2 songbooks. The first one, your 365 songs, your one a day, like your tonic for the day. And then the extra one is ones that didn't fit in the first book. Ones we just didn't get around to including, the ones that got away. So it's about 135 songs now. So it's about 500 songs between the two of them. The books are available in PDF at this time, and we're trying to circulate these. So you can get the copy of the book by, if you go to the top of the Meitheal Ceol page, press the like button, view the group, apply to join a group, we'll approve you, and in there's a repository, a digital repository with the PDF documents in, and please download them, use them for however you feel fit. They're designed to facilitate people to make music together and have songs. We hope you enjoy a lot of those. Now, I just set up the page that we're going to be going on. We're going to be going on Tell Me Ma, and it's in book 1. And the page it's on is page 173. So I just go, the way it operates, the book is all a hyperlinkable book, so you can operate by just moving along as an A to Z format and looking at so that's not the page.
And the page is...
Tell Me Ma is 179.
That's correct, yes.
I'm in the wrong book, sorry. So yeah, sometimes, so as you'll see here,
It's in book 1.
yeah, this has all been done from an iPad, by the way. I'm just streaming directly from my iPad, and I'm screen sharing what you see. There's a screen share of what's on my iPad. So I just want to make sure that I have another screen on here just to make sure I know what I'm at. So it's sorry, in book 1, and again we just scroll through these. As I scroll through those, I think you'll see lots and lots of songs that, you know, like we'll try and sing those songs over the period of time we're going to be together, which is a long time for our incarceration. So, you know, the whole idea is to address as an antidote to the isolation. That's really what it is.
So with us we've got Paul Flaherty.
Hiya, Paul. Welcome
Karen
back.
O'Reilly, Romella Johnson, Anya New York, Tommy and Shaw, Ray Atchison, who asked for a couple of fast numbers, so we've included those for you this evening, Ray. Fergus Toohey, welcome Fergus. John Coyle, he said, we're looking a bit weather beaten.
I'm not weather beat, John. I'm just out of my sauna. I'm just after sweating myself in the sauna. It was great. We actually had a lovely walk down on the shore today. I took a little video of the tide coming in and out on the base of it. The Shannockle in Irish, ag tilla is ag thra, a caihan on tida a law. So the tide just spends its time going in and out. And what struck me when I was looking into the sea today is that despite all this cataclysmic change to our personal freedoms, our sense of who we are and future and fear and anxiety, the tide just comes in and out every 12 hours. Just moves along at its own pace, making that lovely little lapping sound. So,
and also we brought a flask with us and a tea and some nice Ryvita cracker sandwiches.
We had our eatables and our drinkables sandwiches.
Yeah.
Really expensive lunch Mary brought me out to.
Yeah, well, Lee made it actually. I'll tell you what he did do though. He put
in celebration of our latest number 1.
He put tomatoes in between the Ryvita, so guess what happened? It was a little bit soggy, but it was all right.
The dog loved it, like, but
well, no,
from
we
now
ate
on,
it.
You know, as Brian O'Driscoll said, he's going to learn things over the next couple. He's going to learn to bake things. I'm going to learn to slice the tomatoes and take them separately and slide them in, you know. But yeah.
So we've
never a day goes by that you don't learn something.
We've got Eileen Nihe.
Hi Eileen, you're welcome along. So Eileen lives somewhere in the locality. So
she does,
just to fill you in, yesterday I noted that we were going to try and have a Zoom meeting today at 11:30 this morning, and I put up a notice for anybody who wanted to come along. And it was great. We had 6 people along this morning. A couple of apologies later on for people who couldn't make it. So certain things we learned from it. First, it was great for whoever was along there this morning. Myself and Mary and Ray Atchison and Joe Kane, Fergus Toohey, John Coyle, Trish Doherty. I think that was about it, was it? Yeah. And first thing we learned, it was great to put names to faces and people introduce themselves. We were able to use Google Maps that's where you see the residue of that use of Google Maps there. We were just showing where different people lived, which I thought was very interesting. I mean, it was interesting that Ray, for example, and Fergus lived not that far from each other over in this part of the country here, north of Newry and south of sort of Banbridge in the county of Down. And of course we're going to be singing a song tonight, the star of the county down, for you guys.
So Joe Kane is here again, and we have Nigel O'Mahony from Dublin, and then we've got a Moon man as well joining us tonight. His name is Bill Moon.
Okay, hiya Bill. Hiya, and I don't know what your first time here. You're welcome to the Meitheal Ceol daily online.
Will you let us know where you live, Bill, please? Thank you.
Do. So look at what really makes this enjoyable. Anyway, we had a Zoom meeting and it was great to get a bit of a chat and have a bit of sort of reflection on what we're doing in this session, because this is very much one way we're singing, but the real issue is not us and how we appear here. It's about us being able to put the words on the screen and we can all sing along.
Yeah.
And, you know, the nature of the internet and latency and delay means that we can't all sing and be heard at the same time. Otherwise, there'd be all sorts of cacophony of reverb and echoes and all the rest. So, you know, you're stuck with how badly we play, but at least you see the words on the screen, etc.
So Nancy and Chuck are with us from Nashville.
Hi, guys.
I think we don't have it here, but, you know, there are many songs about Nashville, aren't there?
Yeah, so just the other thing, a bit of feedback and reflection on today. And, you know, we'll try and do a couple of things. All the time we're trying to learn how to improve this. I think probably the most critical thing we're trying to do is to get stuff to appear on your screen in as clear a size and font as it can, and to move towards a situation where we could have some gradual auto-scrolling of the screen so that in and switch the screen, which we're still having to do. So we're in early stages of that. I demoed some of it last night. I'm going to try and demo another song of it if I can today. It seems at the start that you have loads and loads of time, and then the time runs away. We'll start with this song, guys, just to get us into a song. We'll fill in some more stuff later. So a couple of things you can do. Really appreciate it if you'd share this live stream with anybody you know. Before I came on, I shared it with the social prescribers here in Donegal, who are people who connect individuals who maybe are a bit isolated or looking for something to be doing, and they were delighted to know that this activity is going on. And also in Donegal, the County Council here set up a support line to support people in non-medical ways, and I just sent them information on this as well, because this is an opportunity for people just to get a bit of what we call in Ireland a bit of diversion.
And don't forget to let us have your song choices as well.
Yeah, so please, any comments, say hello to each other, add in the songs that we might sing. I'll come back and talk about some recommendation that Ray had earlier on. So anyway, we'll sing this song. We're singing it without a capo, the chords in which you see in front of you. I'll tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I get home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a curtain, a 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for. Knocking the door or ringing the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murray says she'll lie if she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye. Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, and she'll get her own fella by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she'll not tell her mother when she gets home. Let them all say as they will, sure it's Albert Mooney she loves still. And from the chop, I'll tell my ma when I go home, girls won't leave the boys alone. The boys my hair and stole my comb, that's alright till I get home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a curtain, 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
That's it.
So, a couple of things just there. Just to say that we're going to, for anybody who's interested, we're going to schedule another Zoom meeting for tomorrow morning. So in terms of time, when I'm talking about time, I'm talking about Greenwich Mean Time. We stream live at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time every day. And again, we say hello to some of our friends east of us in Germany, as far away as Singapore, and west of us across the wide Atlantic to the east side and to Pittsburgh, and then down to Virginia and up to California. Anybody who's with us, and of course in Tennessee. So at 11:30 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time tomorrow, we're going to have another meeting, and I will post the meeting code, etc., on the Meitheal Ceol website sometime later on this evening. So if you feel like coming along, so what's the purpose of the meeting? I suppose nice to meet the people who are interested in this sort of dialogue, and to maybe have some feedback on how we can make this better, or maybe explain some of the technical problems, discuss them, have some ideas on them, get a bit of feedback, and then hopefully find some way in which we can have some playing forward and backward on Zoom. Now I know Patricia Prenti's doing fantastic work out there, and she is starting a ukulele one. Some of you may disappear onto, seems to be at 8 p.m. this evening, and Annette Rodriguez in California is doing other stuff. So I hope to talk to Annette about, she was experimenting with an app called On Song with Zoom. I'd like to hear some feedback on that as well. So just to handle something Ray said today. So Ray's made some really creative videos that were discussed with me today. Somebody's talked to me about them where he's got videos of himself playing along with the stream and playing his power on. And he did say it was a lot easier to play with fast songs. So Mary and I, when we were out walking today, we were just talking about this, that we're thinking of looking at the book and saying, what are the songs that are the real rowdy sing-along songs that everybody gets and likes? And if we can, there's probably out of 500, I'm sure there's 20 of them songs that are like one we call the old reliables, and that we never get tired of singing. So if you have some of those, firstly, we can work with what we got in the book, because there's about 500 of them. So that's another way you can help the process. Have a look through the book and see what you think would fit that thing. That there'd be a sort of a reservoir that we dig into every night, and a number of our songs would come from that. I have an idea that I would then be able to play them up in an app which is called Pages in Apple Land, and I'll be able to do like a teleprompter. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'll do another example of this somewhat later on.
So Anya New Rourke said we used to sing that song, I'll Tell Me Ma, out in the road when we were kids. And now Bill Moon has come back to us. So now we've got somebody from Missouri. He lives in Florissant, Missouri, a suburb of St. Louis, Missouri. He said, Bundoran is my home away from home when I am in Ireland.
So let me just say again, it's lovely to do this, guys. Again, I love this little dog, as I say, our little dog Diego, who we'll show you later on. Looks a little bit like the shape of that little dog called Ireland. And we'll turn him over on its right hand side. And Bill Moon, who's joined us now, you know, we talk saying there is no dark side of the moon. As a matter of fact, it's all dark. But, you know, we travel all the way across this Atlantic from this little place called Ireland, and we get to a big place here called the United States. And in here, in the land of the Missouri, what's the song?
Where the Mississippi flows,
No, but the song.
The song.
About the girl from Donegal who goes away and comes back.
Oh,
Nolene sings it.
Oh, no, the one with the red spots. She got to be Noreen Bawn.
Noreen Bawn, yeah. So we must look up. There's a song called Noreen Bawn. Don't know if you know that, Bill. If you do, let us know. So we're going to just put in here. You're in. Where is it? What's it called, Mary?
It's called.
Just spell it for me.
Let me see now. This in Florissant, Florissant, Missouri, a suburb of St. Louis.
Yeah. So again, this is where you live, Bill. Okay. So for people, if you just follow this as I zoom out, you'll see there. Would I be right in saying it's almost right in the middle of America there? Yeah. Well, a little bit over to the left or something. And I'll just give you a photograph of a nice day in Floraville. Is it Florissant?
Florissant.
Yeah. So look, thanks, Bill. I'm delighted you're joining us, and I hope you enjoy what we're trying to do here, which is about lifting the soul and just sharing some common bit of crack through a bit of music.
Nigel O'Mahony says, I thought that the Zoom meeting was only for musicians and singers. Was a bit busy, but could have joined. Okay.
Yeah, no, Nigel, to be honest with you, look, just to say, this is something, a process that Mary and I thought about for a number of weeks before it got real bad here. We just realised that, you know, there was going to be a physical separation, a physical isolation, a lockdown, a cocooning, and there was going to be the lack of social dialogue, etc. And while I think the terminology of social distancing was really inappropriate, really misleading, and not really what was necessary, like we need two parallel contradictory realities right now, which is physical distancing while an increasing of social interconnection. Because this is, one needs a unified global response to a common enemy, which is the virus, and therefore we need to find ways of dealing with it. So one of the ways we can have an NPI, a non-pharmaceutical intervention, is through this process of shared music. So when we're talking about the Zoom thing, it's look at it as whatever we want to make it. There are no rules here. We decide what we want to do ourselves. But it was great just I felt today that the dialogue, the quality of the dialogue in the meeting was really rich. The next song, I'm just mindful of singing a few songs.
Frances Robb, you're welcome. So it just so happens that Frances Robb is the sister-in-law of Ro Mellett Johnson. Ro lives in Derbyshire. So let us know where you live, Frances.
Right. So when Mary's doing that, I'm just going to pick up on the next song, which is Casey's Last Ride on page 76. A beautiful Chris Christopherson song. But I just want to say this is important that we were talking about on our walk today. is to try and find. I'm working on a process whereby we can get better. If you look at the text size, which is not bad, by the way, it's not bad, but I'm restricted. If I try and zoom in there too much, I lose the width of the page. So when I just demonstrate something to you later on, you'll see how much better this can be. But obviously, we have to go off and build this stuff. So there's
somebody
a lot of
asked for
processing involved.
Somebody asked for this song last night. I can't remember who it was. Maybe you'd let us know who asked for it, will you, please? It's on page 75, book 1.
So we're playing it open. Lovely poignant song. That's what I think about this song. I always think that, again, just Chris Crofts and Stones magic, right? So Casey joins the hollow sound of silent people walking down the stairway to the subway, and the shadows down below following their footsteps through the neon darkened corridors. Silent desperation, never speaking to a soul. The poison air he's breathing has the dirty smell of dying, 'cause it never seen the sunshine and it's never felt the rain. Casey minds the arrow and ignores the fatal echoes of the clicking of the turnstile and the rattle of his chain. Oh, she said, Casey, it's been so long since I've seen you. Here, she said, just a kiss to make her body smile. See, she said, I put on you stockings just to please you. Lord, she said, Casey, can you only stay a while? Casey leaves the underground and stops inside the golden crown for something wet to wipe away the chill that's in his bones. Seeing his reflection in the light of all the lonely men who reach for anything they can to keep from going home. The corner, Casey drinks his pint of bitter, never glancing in the mirror. People passing by, then he stumbles as he's leaving, and he wonders if the reason is the beer that's in his belly or the tear that's in his eye. Oh, she said, Casey, it's been so long since I've seen you. Here, she said, just a kiss to make your body smile. Still, she said, it's so blessed good to feel your body. Lord, she said, Casey, it's a shame to be alone.
Yeah, I don't know who asked for that now, but
I just love that. I've always loved that song, but I just, that last two lines, it's so blessed good to feel your body. Casey, it's a shame to be alone. And I'm just thinking in this period of sequestration and incarceration, and many people are actually alone.
that's Louis. Louis, the dog next door, obviously has come into the property.
So we have a dog here who sits at the window, and
forget it. Come on.
He warns us about the next door dog who comes in. Louis wandered around. So
Come
that's
on,
how
my
that's
boy,
how hard
my
up
boy,
he is. Bring him
my
up
boy.
there. Bring him how
Come on,
hard up he is for a
Come
bit
on,
of
up here. Come
attention.
on.
So I think
well, he
the
wants
song.
to chase Louis away. Actually.
Here, come up here.
Come
up
on.
here.
Let's go up and say hello again. Come on. Come on, up here.
I suppose just highlights
Come
the
on.
need for human company and human connection, which I think is lovely about the song. So again, can I recommend that what happens here, Mary follows the comments that you're making. Look, we're trying to play, sing, move the songs around at the same time, so it's a bit of multi.
So there's a little bit of a...
The only guy who's doing nothing is this guy. Not right. What are you doing?
So there's a little bit listen, there's a little bit of different opinions flying around at the moment. So Nigel O'Mahony has suggested we sing the parting glass at the end of every night. Well, we've done that quite a bit, actually.
Well, yeah, we
let me finish. But is it Eileen A says, that's a sad song, we should be singing cheerful songs. So, there you are.
Well, I'm not sure. Look, I get it. Do you know the thing? I said that, like the Irish, all our wars are merry and all our songs are sad, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. We had thought about, Hosier, again, last night we watched, there was a primetime or Claiborne show last night. I finished it off with Hosier's version or rendition of The Parting Glass, which was largely a cappella last Friday night. And I think it's a fitting song. And maybe we are doing it in recognition of perhaps those who are leaving us and our global sort of sharing in a grief in some way, but also a celebration of the togetherness. I think actually The Parting Glass has huge levels of positivity in it. But maybe we're trying to create some sort of a regularity or something. We do this at 7 o'clock every evening, not because we've nothing else to do, but precisely because we've nothing else to do, and neither of you. So and that was a bit of cap in hand really, because in fact what we're realising today, and the conversation with John Coyle, for example, we had about in Zoom, that at the moment there's so many people interacting online that it's important to maybe reevaluate how we schedule our lives. So we're there. It's about regularity and routine.
So Frances Robb, she lives in Glasgow. We have two people with us here who also come from Glasgow, but she said her parents came from Gweedore. So she also says, hello Sean, my favourite son-in-law, are you playing along? So obviously Ro and Frances are spreading the word, okay? And that's what we'd like you all to do, really.
Okay, so what I'm going to try and do, just again the experiment, I said this here, the difficulty here is with the width of the words on the screen, etc. So what I'm going to try and do, I've been working, I introduced a bit of it last night into this. Let's see if I can pull this up here. So what I've been doing, I've been going... trying to work on the concept of teleprompting that we'll have all seen in the movies and how we could use this. And so I'm trying to take the material from the books and repurpose them from a Microsoft Word environment into an Apple Pages environment, and then use a feature called presenter mode. Now, this has multiple problems. I've spent tens of hours trying to come around to solutions, and there are no other easy solutions. I've been around the blocks and this, but when you see what it can do, I think you can see we're going in the right direction. What I would like to try and do is to get together, pick out maybe 20 or so songs that we can work with easily, and purpose stuff just for this presenter mode. Now, as you can see, this is what my original file looks like. Here in presenter mode, I have a table of contents, so I'm going to try and pick up the song Star of the County Down. I'm going to try and pick this song up, which you can see is down there. Just stay with me on this one here for a moment, because this is, while it's a work in progress, this is where we're going to be working on, and I just need to work out which. The county down one morning last July, from a bowling green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. So we're going to sing in that key. Now the problem is I'm now going to press a button on the right hand side here of the screen. You'll see a number of options. One which I'm going to press here is called presenter mode, and the screen is going to turn into a teleprompter style thing. Now this has its own problem. We're going to see that in a moment. And it is taking its time simply because of the size of the file. There's 250 pages in this half of the book, and so you can see where the songs come along there. Now the difficulty here is I have to try and find the song. I can't hyperlink into it, so this is a real problem for me at the moment. So Mary, I need to...
So we have...
No, it's not that simple.
What do you want me to do?
Well, I need to be able to... Just bear with me, folks. I have to start up on another device. I have to use Acrobat Reader to try and find out where we are on this, on the index. So while this is messy at the moment, the Star of the County Down is somewhere along
324, book 1.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be. I need to know where that song is. What song is that? The Little Boat, the Ferryman. So it's after that, isn't it? So yeah. No. So if we can break things down into smaller songbooks, it'll become a lot more manageable. That's The Lights of Mangdala. So it's after that. So just stick with this. The one we're looking for is the Star of the County. You would just tell them what page is on the book.
I already said that. Star of the County Down is page 324, book 1.
So if you have the
book
PDF
1.
of the book or the physical book, so blast it, the Star. Sorry. So this is... It'll be worth if we just stick with this things. So it's before this, I think.
Eileen EA, by the way, is Eileen McGee. So now, Eileen, I know who you are.
Sorry, I should have said that to you, Marie. Where's the Mountains of Mourne? It's the Mountains of Mourne, isn't it? That's them, so it's not that one.
Star of the County.
What song are we looking for?
324, the Star of the County Down.
What's that one there? The Mountains of Mourne, isn't it?
324.
Is it Mountains of Mourne? I need to find out where I am, Mary. I'm not sure where the bloody song is. The Silver Tongue Devil. So is it after that? The Star Blast.
The Star. Yes, it is after
Is it
that.
or Star?
Sorry, Star of the County
It's
Down.
not, it's before the T's. So in the book there is an issue about whether the book or whether things are called Star, the letter, the first word, or Death Star. So it's a bit of a problem, this. That's not a bit of a problem, just once you know the thing. So what that song is what called The Silver Tongue Devil. So it's way before that. I need to find the songs. Now you're looking at a work in progress here, so I mean that's just the way it is. It's not.
So Paul Anderson is with us tonight, believe it or not. Paul, you're welcome.
Spansel Hill, so it'll be after Spansel Hill.
Yes.
Where's Spansel Hill?
T.
So you Star and SP. You'll notice that the title of the songs are you can hardly see them there, and that's to do with the colour. I need to work out a colour that'll stand out against black. Steal Away. Was it after Steal Away?
STA.
Oh, it's actually the next song. All right, so we're nearly there. Just thanks for your patience in looking at this. Don't evaluate this because this is simply a work in progress. Okay, so we have it now. Okay, so I hope you feel that was worth just. I won't get out of this at the moment. I have a job getting back. So this feature is called what do they call it?
Teleprompt.
No. Presenter in Apple Pages. So if you've got an Apple Mac or an iPad, this app will be available. It's the Apple equivalent of word processing, and it has this feature on it which is a screen presentation mode. But if I press up here on the right hand side, you'll see these letters. If I press on them, it'll allow me to create an auto scrolling facility. I can make the text bigger or smaller. And when I press on this, you'll see this scrolling. Now, just to explain to you, what matters is the speed at which it scrolls. So, that will change from song to song. And I will need to learn to have a facility with recognising a feel for what works. So we're going to try this. Now, hold on, Mary. We're going to try this as it is, okay? Just let's try the song here, guys. Okay, when I tap it, it moves. When I tap it, it stops. So I would appreciate, if anybody can help me with doing this. I've been reaching out to everybody and anybody for the last year and a half trying to find a solution. I never found it. So, I mean, it's Pages, it's Apple's presenter mode. The thread that helped me move along this was looking for solutions for teleprompter solutions to see politicians, etc. make. But what my objective here is that the words can travel slowly and continuously across the screen, and that we don't have to break the song in order to do it. So we're doing this in the open position, no capo. All right? Right. near Banbridge town in the county down one morning last July. From a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Okay, sorry, yeah. Well, no, it's not, well, it's not, okay, there's two things about this song. It's a bit low, so we're going to try two positions up on the capo. Bear with us on this. If we ever got to stage that we had all the production values set up here, this would flow fluidly, but you're looking at stream of consciousness stuff here now, so the most important thing is that was a little bit slow. So I'm going to move it up here and just see. We'll just see how this goes. But it'll take time. I just think the advantage of this is worth hanging on to here at the moment, all right? Which is why, by the way, it's really valuable to us to get feedback, to get comments, and to get recommendations of songs that would work well as a sing-song. I take feedback from Ray Atchison today in relation that we want to play songs that people want to enjoy, because this is really about enjoyment. It's not about us or anything else here. So, right, we're going to go, right. The capo, sorry again, the capo is on 2 up, all right?
Yeah.
2 positions up, hold on. Come on. Right, starting to go. Near Banbridge town in the county down one morning last July. Boring green came the sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing out, so I shook myself, for to see I was really there. Hold on, to get this right yet. From Bantry Bay and a Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like a fair Colleen, and I met in the county down. I need you to just speed that up a little. I need you to speed it up a little bit.
That song was written by a man from Donegal.
Okay, so hopefully that's speeded up a little, right? Oh, as she onward sped, sure I scratched my head, and I looked like a feeling red. And I said, says I, as a passer-by, you're the maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me, and he says he, that's those gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Banch, she's the star of the county down. Wow, you're really into the experimental stage here, because I got to go back now to the chorus. Just stick with this. I'll explain to you after all of this what I'm going to do with this. I guarantee you, when this is working, you'll think it's brilliant. Right. From Bantry Bay in a Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen, and I met in the county down. Now we have to jump verses.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Hold on. Okay. At the harvest fair, she'll be surely there, and I dress in my Sunday coat. My shoes shone bright, and the hat cocked right, and the smile from my nut brown robe. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plough turns rust colored brown. And my smiling bride at my own fireside is the star of the county down. Now I got to go back to the chorus. Oh, from... Hold on there.
Yeah, from Dublin. From Bantry Bay.
Jesus.
Oh, Lord. There it is.
No, it's up here. There we go.
Okay.
Right. From Bantry Bay in a Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen, and I met in the county down. And now we got to go on to the last verse.
Oh.
Okay, we did that one, right?
That's...
All right. Oh no, what else?
No, I thought we did it.
We said it, didn't
On
we?
my own far side. She sat by his own far side. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did it.
All right. So, please, you might just feed us back. Now, I don't want you to look at the problems that were there. That's not really important. I want you to look at the size of the text and imagine that this solved all the problems. So imagine that I had the right speed, which I would develop from feel, I think, because it's no specific numbers that I can program in here. I'd have to move my wee man over here. So that's when it's running real fast, for example. I just have to go from tortoise to rabbit and just get a feel. But in general terms, I think that's something I'd get a feel for. The other thing is the option in text. I'll just show you an optional text that might turn out. So that's a different layout. Maybe just have a look at that, what you think about that. My own sense, Mary, is that the white text on the black background is less glary.
Yeah.
So I'll just go back and I'll put that back in again. The font I'm very happy with, and just God, sorry, I say in all these experiments, don't know why that's not working. Okay, and then the other thing that I can see is a problem is that this has to scroll continuously. So in order to do that, I can't be pulling up, go back to the chords again. Just to explain what the purpose in this one here. If I go to the Star of the County Down on, what is it, page? Just give me the page again, Maria.
Star of the County Down, 324, yeah.
So what we've been using, and which has proven to be really good, don't get me wrong, I think this is good, but can we make it better? That's the thing. So normally you would have seen the song go like this here, which is fine in that case because it's not too wide. But you see, to fit it into a book, I could have only written the chorus once and just wrote the word chorus again and again and again. So what I need to do is do a complete reworking. So everywhere in the teleprompt and scroll that the chorus appears where. So there's a lot of work involved, and that's just takes periods of time. So we're going to pick out 10 to 20 songs and we're going to do this with it, and we'll build a small file that we'll be able to use for the songs that we'd like to sing regularly. So,
yeah, so Anya New York says at the Star of the County Down, Van Morrison did this with the Chieftains.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And Eileen McGee says was her father's favourite. He would sing it as he shaved on Saturday evening before he went for his half bottle of stout. So that's bringing back memories to lots of people, really.
Mm.
And Anya, you might find out who the man from Donegal who wrote that song is and let us know. So
what song are we singing, Mary?
That last song.
No, sorry, the Wild Rover. That's what we're going to sing,
yeah.
I see a song there, no, that's the Irish Rover.
That's the Irish, it's the Wild Rover. 374, Book 1.
It's not the Wild Rover, Mary.
No?
That's the Irish Rover. It's a different song.
I've been a Wild Rover.
Look at here. We're going to have lots of these are called creative differences.
But that's the Wild Rover, it says here. 374.
No, but the Wild Rover's I've been a Wild Rover.
I know that one.
We're not singing that. 374 is the Irish Rover.
Well, we do the Irish Rover then if you like.
What's Mary says? Mary, sure, does it matter? So we're really in it. Does it matter?
Anyway,
imagine me trying to pull me hair out, getting this thing right.
Well, they're both Rover. They're both Rovers anyway. So
we'll do the Irish Rover.
Open.
July. I don't know if it's open or not.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Maybe not. It needs to be up a bit, I think. It needs to be up.
I think it might go up to 2. Right, so just bear with us, guys. No, maybe not.
No. 1. Yes, that's it. That's the one.
Okay, so we're going to try this with the capo on position 1. Just again, the capo's on position 1 on the guitar and on the mandolin again. Apologies if you don't have capos. We recommend that you get them. We're trying to sing these are not too low and are not too high. Naturally. And again, actually, what we'll try and do is when we settle on these sort of 20 or so songs, like this, for example, we'll also note down where we feel it was always going to be played and try and work with that. Okay.
So Natalie from Westphalia, I'm sorry if I got this wrong. I think you asked for the Wild Rover, so it's the Irish Rover. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
On the 4th of July,
1806,
we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away
with a cargo of bricks from the Grand City Hall of New York. She's a wonderful craft, she was rigged for a laugh. Oh, as the wild wind drove her ocean steep, and at last she had 27 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover. We had 1,000,000 bags of old best Sligo rags. We had 2,000,000 barrels of stone. We had 3,000,000 sides of old blind horses' hides. We had 4,000,000 barrels of bone. We had 5,000,000 hogs. We had 6,000,000 dogs and 7,000,000 barrels of porter. We had 8,000,000 bales of old nanny goat's tails in the hold of the Irish Rover. There was old Nicky Coote, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for a set. He has two skill where each sparkling quadrille, though the dancers were flutered and bent. With his smart, witty talk, he was cock of the walk, and he rolled the dames under and over. At a glance, when he took up his stance, that he sailed on the Irish Rover. There was Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee. There was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a man from Miss Weed called Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and Fighting Bill Tracy from Dover, and Nick McCann from the banks of the Ban was the skipper of the Irish Rover. For a sailor is always a bother in life. It's so lonesome by night and by day, and that he longs for the shore and the charming young whore who will melt all his troubles away. Oh, the noise and the routs filling Hutchine and Stout, for him soon the torment's over. He is never afraid, an outlaw from the Irish Rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and our ship lost its way in the fall, and a whale of a crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck the rock, oh Lord, what a shock. The bulkhead was turned right over, turned around. Oh, the poor old dog was drowned. I'm the last of the Irish Rover. No.
Yes.
So again, when we played that, it seems to me, looking back, that that song probably would have played better up a second fret, Mary. It was a bit low.
It was.
So
yes,
again,
I
look
agree.
at one of the problems in singing songs to try and match the comfort zone for everybody's voice. I'm just we'll try the last verse of that. We're just going to try the last verse of that song again with the capo in second position. All right. So again, I'd recommend that people would get capos, and it's very easy. At least you don't have to switch the chords as we switch keys, which is kind of useful, you know. But the important thing, when we sing the song, there's always the lowest note and then the highest note, and you want to pitch yourself somewhere in between there. And again, because we haven't practiced these at all, we're not sure where to play these. So that's you're seeing us as our almost our worst. Okay.
Yes,
So we'll try just the last.
Okay.
We had 7 years when the measles broke out, and our ship lost its way in the fall, and the whale of a crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck the rock, oh Lord, what a shock. The bulkhead was turned right over, turned around. Oh, before as we were passing towards that song, there was another song I saw there. Maybe we should, The Holy Ground. I know we haven't sung that in a long time, Mary, but again, I'm mindful of trying to put this nice, lively songs in this. So again, where you can help us, a couple of things really helps us if you share this stream. That's really, really valuable because just to reach out to people who might be able to do, as a fella says, with a bit of diversion on these nights. The time, God, it's already 10 to 8, the time just flies in.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mary, go ahead.
So Frances Robb, she said, I'm sitting on my snare drum my hubby made and playing along, haven't a clue music-wise, but know most of the words. And
But then you're in time with us, Frances.
And I'm having the crack. We're having the crack too, Frances.
Yeah, look at, and you know, one of the things that's going to emerge out of this real paradigm shift in society is we already see all of the standard, the well-known music stars. They're all streaming online. They're all doing stuff from their houses. And I heard an expert speaking about an epidemiologist yesterday, and he was saying that, you know, the getting back together in crowds of 50, 60, 100,000 people going to concerts and all the rest, we may be 2 years away from that. Like, the nature of the business which generates the income, which, you know, feeds these stars, etc., is fundamentally shifted. And I think that with the experimentation that they're doing in terms of online, given that a lot of sales have moved into download sales, etc., you're going to see massive changes. Right now, a lot of guys, you know, we watch Mary Chapin Carpenter, a beautiful singer, singing from her home. What do you call him? Cowboy. What do you call him?
Oh, God.
The dance.
Oh, yeah, Garth.
Garth Brooks doing it from home as well. So there's a lot of things out there, lots of opportunities, fabulous music being generated. Somebody said to me, Debarra's in Clonakilty, the beautiful traditional and folk pub down there. People are going in, you know, performers are going in individually and singing in an empty pub on stream. So really creative stuff that's happened there. But what this experience is about you. It's not about me, as Mourinho would say or Murray would say, but it's about you and us singing together. Or, as Frances there said, playing the snare drum, whatever. And look, we're going to try and make this
Seamus
a better
Conley is here. He's looking for a request for his friend Paul Anderson, who is a big Bob Dylan fan. Ray Atchison said, in response to Frances Robb, he's saying that doesn't stop the rest of us, Frances, you know, having a go, even though we haven't a clue music-wise. So, anyway, that's that. There's Muriel Gogon, you're very welcome here tonight. She said, I learned the Irish Rover Fado, and I loved it.
Mary, you can sing duets with your twin sister Anne through the internet. How about that? Wouldn't that be a really that'd be a really interesting challenge?
I'm sure the boys will set you up on Zoom or whatever, yeah.
So anyway, we're going to do another song here, folks. Again, please do continue to do what you're doing. Mary's picking up these comments, etc.
Noeline is here with us. She said music is good. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to play The Holy Ground,
okay.
Which I'm not sure who sang The Holy Ground. You might tell us.
The Clancy brothers, I think.
Was it only the Clancy's?
Oh, I'm sure lots of other people did too.
I wonder did Johnny McAvoy do this as well. Anyway, we hope we remember
these. Are you
leaving
the Kappa one too, yeah?
We're leaving the Kappa one too. We'll try this and just see. We haven't sang this in a long while.
Oh my goodness, it's a long, long time. So forgive.
Adieu to you, my died in love 1,000 times. Adieu. We're going away from the holy ground and the girls that we love true. We will sail the South Sea over and then return for shore. I see the storm arising, I see it coming soon. The sky it is so clouded you can scarcely see the moon. And the good old ship she was tossing about, the rigging all was So again, just again in reflecting that, you see, to fit that song onto a page, I could only write the chorus once. But in the modality I just showed you in using this on pages, and what song? What's the name of that song? Oh, that was the start again. No, what's the start again? No, the Wild Rover. So it's somewhere down here. I'm not sure if I can again, because the titles are not shown.
God, I made a big mistake there. But Natalie said she likes that song as well as the Wild Rover.
Brilliant. Okay, so that's the Lights of Macdowell's. So somewhere beyond. But you can see there, I think that would be so... Imagine if we could get it to be a teleprompter like that. One thing I can see is I can reduce the space between the lines, and you know the timing of this is fixed. So you can see there the problem with that, we were sailing, shoals varying, and then there's a gap there, which I've left in a physical book just for visual spacing, but it doesn't lend itself when it's on a timing cycle or something. Anyway, lots of technical problems.
Tommy Makem and the Clancy.
Tommy Makem and the Clancy brothers.
Yeah, that's who it is. Maria Fordham, Love the Holy Ground. Fond memories of an uncle from Mayo singing it. Willie Pierce. Hi guys, I only got free to join you now. What happened to you, Willie?
Hey Willie, you're going to generate so much heat.
You must have been tied up. Were you tied up?
You're going to regenerate so much heat down there in Wexford. You'll have to open the windows in this passive house. Willie's designing a passive house, guys. The point is, with all the music you'll be generating, you'll be actually exporting heat, Willie.
So just to say, Nolene said Bernie, Ronan and Kiva are listening and singing along too. We would like to put in a request for the song Grace for all the neighbours in Carrickmagarvey. And by the way, the person who wrote that song, The Star of the Country Down, was also called McGarvey.
Who's that?
It's okay, I'm not taking it right now.
It's like being on the television and when you're in court and the phone goes off.
If they know, and people do, that we're doing this at 7, they shouldn't be calling us.
Don't be ringing. Time. This is Mary's sister's ringing her.
No, it's not my sister at all.
Come on.
No, it's not. It's somebody.
Listen, Ronan, we're going to do it for all the calls there and our neighbours in Carrickmagarvey and Derrybeag in West Donegal. But first, what song are we trying to sing? I Never
Will Marry. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this one here. Now again, look, this is really all about try and join in. You know, tell yourself that during this period of our isolation, think about like our 40 days in the desert or your Lenten period or whatever your bag is, whatever your religion or view or whatever it is. Say to yourself, at the end of this, I'm going to be able to play a song or play an instrument or learn something. So we're doing this in the second capo in the second fret.
Do we tell? Okay.
Now, up to now, we've been telling you what page it's on in the book, etc. But if we move to the modality of having it on pages, the pages will be irrelevant. You'll be just looking at screens. So, but we'll keep telling you the page at the moment. So if you have a physical book there or a PDF, you can have a look at whatever.
Page 173,
thing makes sense
173
to you.
book
Okay?
1.
And you know, again, I'm suggesting you, if any of you have smartphones and smart TVs, why not think of how can you project through a Chromecast or Samsung Smart Things or an Apple TV? Can you project what you've got on your phone onto the screen and make the experience so much more enjoyable? We've been looking at this on our screen to see how it can run. It's really good, Mary, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Especially that Apple Pages teleprompter is excellent. So. Yeah. This version is the Linda Ronstadt version, as against the Irish sort of old traditional one we would sing. They say that love's a gentle thing, but it's only brought me pain. For the only man I've ever loved has gone on the I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. Well, the I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. Well, there's many's a change in the winter wind, and a change in the clouds design. There's many a change in a young man's heart, never a change in mine. I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life.
But once more then.
I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. So two things about that song. The first thing you can see there in that particular song, because it fitted the page structure, I was able to rewrite the chord or the chorus sequentially in every time, so I didn't have to shoot up and down the page. So that's what I would hope to try and do with the songs as we moved them into a teleprompter environment. The second thing about that song, I had this image, we kept changing speed in the song. I would look over at Mary. I would look over at Mary, and then she would go faster, and then I'd try and slow up, and then she would go too slow. But anyway, it reminded me of the old trains, where the trains would be going in and out like a concertina, like the buffers. And the fella saying she'd a pair of buffers under like she'd a pair of knockers under like the buffers on the half-4 from Sligo. You used to be able to talk like that in the days before. And now we can't talk about the trains anymore.
So Joseph Cooley says, "Hi lads, fantastic.
Hi Joe.
Pot last night was good, tonight is even better." He's from Dublin. So Christopher
Hey Joe,
Allgood.
if we were to get marginally better every night, by the time this is over, my head would be so big that I wouldn't be able to get it onto the screen at all.
Eileen Nier,
Let's get a bigger camera.
Eileen Nier says, "Our voices complement each other." Thank you, Eileen. So now we have somebody new here.
Mary's going to go into another room
We
and sing.
have somebody new here, Christopher Allgood.
Grace.
Christopher, let us know who you are and where you're from. He says, Joe Diffie died of coronavirus. Who's Joe Diffie now?
Not sure.
I don't know.
Again, it's Joe. What's his name? Joe.
Joe Diffie, Diffie. Let us know who that is, please, Christopher Allgood.
So, what am I looking for? Oh, Grace.
Anya says that was a really lovely version of I Never Will Marry.
Excellent.
Eileen Nier says another favourite of mine.
Sorry, you go ahead, man. I'm just trying to work out what's the
I'm
best
just
key to
looking
sing
here.
that in.
Anya New York says, say only good things about Mary's sisters.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what the best. We're going to sing Grace, right?
Oh, wait, slow down. Somebody told us we sang it too fast or something. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so again, just to explain, it's not clear to me certainly what pitch we should be singing in and get away with this. And again, you know, if we were performers, if this was Christy Moore or something like that, and what do you call the man who plays them? Declan Sinnott. But these guys spend an hour or two before they go out on stage practicing all their stuff. And the other thing I was thinking about it, there's very few people besides Bruce Springsteen that you can just shout up and say, play any old song you think of. As Johnny McAvoy says, hey, here's the songs I'm singing tonight because I've practiced these. The 500 other ones don't have them in my RAM at the moment. So anyway, Nolene asked us for this song, and we know that Ronan there, which he loves this song. Every time there's a couple of songs Ronan loves singing. One is The Foggy Dew.
Well, it's not that simple, Willie Pierce. He says try the key of A. But anyway, so somebody asked. It's not Joe Duffy, is it, that died? Somebody asked. Yeah.
Look, just to say, Willie, it may be, and one of the things that we can look at the idea of Zoom as a place like a clearinghouse where we can have conversations about what might work. I mean, it's not critical that this at all, that this stuff sounds perfect. I mean, if this was perfect, this would just be another us
we
doing
wouldn't be
something
here.
you.
If it was perfect, we wouldn't be here. We'd be in Carnegie Hall or some such place.
Well, we'd have to we could put up a background of Carnegie Hall or whatever. No, but and that's not. We're not trying to pull the piss out of everybody. Like, but you can do it, thus we don't mind. But I certainly at different times my voice sounds differently. But because there's so many songs in these books, and we spent so much time just putting them together, and we also deliberately put them in certain open keys, so the chords are relatively simple in them, and we were going to rely on the capo. In this particular case, you can see that we've put two versions in there. We put it in the key of G and also in the key of C. Now, I'm just going to have a quick look. I just want to see if we were to play this in the key of A, Willie, just let me see, but it may not just work in terms of voices. So this is in the key of A. As we gather in the church. Now, it won't work for me, Willie, because what happens later in that song is it changes key.
Right.
So it'll just become difficult to do that. So at the moment, I was up on 3 in the key of C.
Right.
So just bear with us. Again, not every song is going to suit everybody, but we'll see how we can get on. So we're playing this song. The chords as you see in front of you with the capo in position 3. And sorry if you're confused, but also if you're a relatively new player or want to play an instrument, or as this friend of mine, Kevin O'Callaghan, if you are listening in, you're welcome, Kevin, to say that had a guitar for 30 years, decided to take it out. So this is a great time to do something, and hopefully whatever we're doing is not making anybody feel that this is hard to do. Like, if you can play as badly as us, you'll get away with it. So don't worry about that. And we're also looking, I'm trying to discuss with some people about how we could find some basic learning group for us all to be learning, maybe within a Zoom or something like that. And that may come in the next couple of weeks. We'll see how things go.
Then.
Right. As we gathered in the chapel here in Oak, I think about these past few weeks, so how they say we fail. From our schools they have told us we must learn for liberty. Yet all I want in this place is to have you here with me. So
up again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Up again.
We might meet you, Willie, away. So you were looking for it in the key of G. We're now playing it in the key of E. All right. So, but with the chords as you see in front of you. Sorry about this, guys, but just think. At some stage we'll get decent. Start again.
Yeah.
As we gather in the chapel here in Oak, I think about these past few weeks. So how they say we fail. From our schools they have told us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this dear land. But when Paul called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, place this wedding ring upon your finger. heart is breaking blue. On this May morn as I walk out, my thoughts will be on you. And I'll write some words upon the wall so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the road. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out of town and I will die. With all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now again, I'm singing that as part of it seems a bit low, and as I think it probably would have gone up another, on the 5th fret it'd be in the key of F. So in fact, if you go up here, Willie, you see, for me I think it'd probably be 4 semitones down on A. But anyway, look at, not trying to overcome.
And Willie Pierce says, no fear of you getting a big head, Mary will make sure of that. Okay.
No, it's just that, it's not that my head's big, it's just I'm closer to the camera. Yeah,
I have loads of hair and my head is still not as big as his.
I'm closer to the camera again.
So Nancy from Nashville tells us, Joe Diffie sang John Deere Green. We don't know that. He had 18 hits in the 90s. Chuck used to see him at our grocery store. Also sang Prop Me Up Before the Jukebox. Pickup Man. He was only 61.
All right. So I'm going to sing this song for Paul Anderson. We're told that Paul Anderson's here. I think what happened is Paul's mother and father,
Yes.
Peter,
Kathy and
Kathy, they often listen in to us, and Kathy has a writers group in Ballybuffet, and we were due to go over to join them and sing along with them probably the Friday before everything fell apart, and we couldn't get over to them obviously because of the circumstances that we're all in. So we're hoping to do that again as soon as time permits. We're looking forward to that. But I think Paul has undertaken, Peter, as any who knows him knows, is strongly held from the Republican tradition, and Paul is going to sing the Foggy Dew for Peter on Easter Sunday morning, which on Easter Sunday evening we will sing that song. So I know you're practicing hard, Paul, but and Paul has an eclectic interest in music. He wants us to play Stairway to Heaven on a tin whistle. So what we're going to sing is
Blowing in the Wind, or one of those Bob Dylan ones.
We're going to sing The Worst Day Since Yes. We'll do Blowing in the Wind in a moment.
Morning Wales in new as well. Can I say?
This is Mary's first choice, The Worst Day Since Yesterday.
Oh, God. Lord, it's not my first choice at all.
If you want to know this...
Maureen Boyle says, enjoying these great songs, thank you.
Maureen Boyle, yeah.
Yeah.
Moya, that's Moya. Moya Ní Bhil.
Moira.
So Moira, as you say up in Donegal, will be called Moya. Come here, Moya. So Moya and the rest of the women from the Door Women's Shed, great women, and worked in great collaboration with the men from Skibble, Navarre, the men's shed here in Gweedore. We were just about to undertake a programme of upcycling pallets when all this calamity fell upon us. But you know, the shed has still been a wonderful development over the last couple of months, and the shed's not suffering from the virus. You know, it's probably getting a break from the rest of us at the moment, but we'll be there again. This song, don't know who sang, can't remember who sang the song, but I love this song. Mary's not too keen.
It's okay, it'll be fine.
You're not too keen.
There's some songs I like and Liam doesn't like them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, let's see if I can find this. I just think the words in this really, when you think things are bad. So a big shout out to Keith Paddy Beefy Burton. He just said he missed the meeting there today. But Paddy has been putting together lots of videos. Some of them appear for whatever reason when you're posting, certainly on the Meitheal Ceol group website or on the Meitheal Ceol Facebook. You have to remember to enable the share button. So what Paddy's been doing is been playing on top of the videos of our singing, and he's using various instruments, including a mandolin and one thing, a guitar and another thing. Then he's playing a mouth organ, and yesterday he even had the bagpipes. Super stuff, really creative stuff. So Paddy, looking forward to hearing lots more of you, and hoping to meet you soon on the Zoom. We'll be Zooming tomorrow morning. Just come in, say hello to each other. I'll put up a notice after this SingSong later on this evening. You'll see the meeting posts, but it'll be 10:30 tomorrow Irish time.
So Nolene and Ronan, and all next door, 2 doors away, said thank you very much for that. Paul Anderson, would you please speak English, Paul? I don't know what you've said there. So,
who said?
Paul
said don't speak English.
No, I said ma concha.
Where?
There, at the very bottom. Ma concha. Oh, that's very poor.
Moi concha mon amis. Mes amis, is it? Moi.
Non, he has non-amis. Non-amis.
Non-amis. Jesus, I mean,
God,
Paul is in. Paul used a thing on the phone called unpredictive text. Most of the rest of us use predictive text. So he has a combination of ma concha. You know, that's a nice way of saying, come here, I want you, you concha, as the fellas from the humpy owl who are from Carrickmacross used to say. That's the way to speak up in Carrickmacross. Come here, I want you, concha, across a massive big road where they'd have the old massive big wide streets in Carrickmacross where they'd have the marts there. Anyway, look, it was harmless stuff. Whiskey and Meitheal. It was not the boys from Shercock or the lads from Ballybay, but the Dale men from Crossmaglen.
So Lee Maloney says, you're not supposed to rub your nose with your hand. Now, out with the soap and water and scrub down the old instruments as well, okay?
God, there'll be no end to this, you know. Anyway, look, come on, we're going to play this in the third fret. Have a go.
Ruth Cleary says the 4th key of C, whatever that means. Oh my God. We would be so confused.
Look, I don't know whether you know this song. See how you think about it. Never know. Might make it the number one. Well, I miss more than his. Up on the 3rd fret. With a face that was launched to sing, and I seldom feel that bright relief. It's been the worst day since yesterday. If there's one thing I have said, dreams I once had now lay in bed. As the 4 winds blow my wits through the door, it's been the worst day since yesterday. Falling down to you, sweet sound, where the flowers they bloom, that's where I will be found. Hurry back to me, my wild Colleen. It's been the worst day since yesterday. Though these wounds have seen no except for the scars I have ignored, and this endless crutch, well, it's never enough. It's been the worst day since yesterday. Well, hell says hello, well, it's time I should go. Pastures green, that's where I've yet to see. Hurry back
sound, no?
It is. Do you like that song, Mary?
I don't mind it so
See,
much. We just haven't done it a lot.
It's grown on her. See, she wasn't listening, but it's grown on her.
Nancy Cleary, hello.
We just want to say
hello from Pittsburgh.
Just to say to you, it's important. These books, right? So this book is available as 2 PDF books. We want them to get out to people so they can learn to enjoy the songs again as much as we do, and we thank a lot of the people who introduced us to these songs. If you want to get the book, just click on like the Meitheal Ceol page, view the group, join the group, we'll approve you, and in there's a repository of the books which you can just download onto any device you have, and please learn to enjoy them. But also on the book you can see there's hyperlinks there, so that hyperlink, let's just shoot onto that hyperlink, and once you click it, it'll open up YouTube, and you'll see it in a place where there's a song. So again, we won't hear this because we've got a USB mic connected into as an external mic. So, but you'll be able to see this. So we know. Oh, Flogging Molly, that's who it is. So the band who sing that are Flogging Molly. But I recommend that the whole thing about the book is that you can.
With a face that was launched.
So yeah, that's the idea of the song. So anyway, so every song in the 2 books has a link to somewhere. So you like there's 500 songs, maybe a lot of songs you may not have heard. So please do download the book, have a look at it, make suggestions to us, write them into the comment stream, etc. So Mary mentioned Blowing in the Wind.
Yeah,
Seamus Conley had asked for this report.
Yeah.
And again, a big shout out to John Coyle. Great to see you today, John. And looking forward to another couple of conversations in Zoom and maybe getting you to play a few songs for us and all the rest.
So Brian McWilliams, welcome. I don't think we've heard from Brian before. You might let us know who you are and where you are. He says, I am late, so you'll have to go stand at the back of the class. Kathy Anderson, we don't have that song, Kathy. Joe Kane.
So again, just what we do for everybody's information, you just may have arrived there. What we're doing is we're doing an online daily sing-song for the soul every day during this period of incarceration at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So you're welcome to come along. Please tell other people about it. But the real issue here is to try and get people to sing along. So our objective is to put songs on screen, encourage you to pick out your instruments, your guitars, mandolins, ukuleles, anything you have, and loosen up the voice, sing along, whether you're a singer, whatever. Just join in and do it for a bit of fun and diversion and lift our spirits, okay?
So Kathy Anderson said it's the Twin Towns Friday Club, which we hope you will visit soon.
Yeah, so this is Kathy's Writers Club, I think. And so, there's a lot of small groups and clubs and people who can't get together. I was talking to someone else and they have
I know.
They have a weekly get-together, sing-song somewhere. But so let's try and be creative and find new ways of getting closer together.
So Lee Maloney wants any song from John Prine, who is battling against the coronavirus right now. His wife has just recovered from the same. So what John Prine song?
We'll sing Sam Stone then.
Oh,
actually, you know what? We'll sing the Speed of the Sound of Loneliness. I think that's a Jones. So look, let's do Blowing in the Wind here.
Well, Liam actually likes Sam Stone.
Okay, we'll sing Sam Stone in a moment, but we're going to sing Blowing in the Wind. All right.
2.
So Blowing in the Wind, we're playing it on capo position 2. For those who have the book, it's page 61. And again, let us know if you're there. More importantly, reach out to each other. Again, a big shout out to Annette Rodriguez from California, who pulls together a super ukulele jam. So maybe if you see Annette's name there, message her.
She can't be here tonight. She says there is too much going on today. I thought I'd never say that, but there you are. So we're all busy. And also Patricia Prenti, who I think has started one here at the moment. She's probably off having a ukulele jam at the moment. But look out for each other. Lots of choices hopefully going forward. So we're going to do this in fret position 2. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? And how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Oh, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned?
Oh, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many times can a man turn his head, pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died altogether? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Once more, the answer.
Oh, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Yeah, nice. That's
So
for
Liam-
that's for Paul Anderson.
Excellent. So again, a big shout out to Bernie Barr, and I hope you've told the women from Door about the song, the session that we're having.
Sam Stone says Paul.
And again to
Flaherty.
Patricia Doherty and JJ Bradley and Aidan McPhillips and Ronan Call from our regular song group, and John Coyle again. Looking forward, and Tom Scallagher. I hope, Tommy, that you'll get connected on the Zoom and join in with us. So we're Mary Liam Maloney asked for a song. By,
yeah, well, there's
just
a number
mindful
of
of
a number of people here saying they want Sam Stone.
All right, so
And Liam says, thank you. I love all John Prine songs. His wife says he's in stable condition and intensive care. Keep praying and washing your hands. Okay.
what are we?
Grandson.
Sam Stone. Sorry, guys, I'm floating a little bit here. So again, please do go to the trouble of downloading the book and having a look through it, and maybe making suggestions to us, etc. You know, we're limited. Obviously, we're only two human beings and limited with the resources, etc. that we have. But we'll be trying to do what we can with them anyway. You know. So
Naturally says, Grand Song, the last one, reminds me of the two guys from Ballyshannon I met on my trip last year. She lives in Westphalia, in West Germany. That's where she lives. Or Westphalia in West Germany. Anyway.
So we leave the capo on two
Two.
for this one here, right?
Yeah.
So again, if you have the book, the song is on page 304 on the book. And just to say to you that in terms of, if you enjoy what we're trying to do here, and like this process ultimately, while the vehicle appears to be song, the journey is really about wellness, and it's about social capital, nurturing social capital, togetherness, co-luder, co-ibrew, being canastal in a Ceol, creating carnus, gorgeous, collaboration, cooperation, creativity, all those C's in our world connection. That's really what this is about. So if you like this, if you like the banter, the crack, and the slapdash, whatever.
Well, whatever it is that we do.
What do you call that stuff? The black and white, the old movies. You know, the
Slap-
Charlie
slap-
Chaplin
slap-
slapstick
slapstick,
sort of comedy.
slapstick.
The Laurel and Hardy in colour.
Oh.
Okay, if you like this, please share it with people because they can listen to it during the day. I'm mindful of a friend of mine's mother in a nursing home in Ireland at the moment, without being able to be visited by people who really want to be with her, etc. And yet the understanding. I told another friend of mine today saying that the grandchildren come to visit and they're outside in the garden looking through the window at them. That's the zoology that we've got in front of us. So through that, let's maintain our
We
humanity.
have one more
through
song after this, so we'll finish off with it tonight. Oro Se Do Bheata.
But we're going to finish with the pardon glass. Just
Oh,
bear that in mind.
yeah.
Okay, come on, let's go with this, right? So we're singing this up in capo position too. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family. after serving in the conflict overseas. In the time that he'd served had shattered all his nerves, left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain, gave him all the confidence he lacked, with a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the tears. Sweet song never lasts too long on broken radio. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he spent his last dime, and Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling for $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet song never lasts too long on broken radio. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in his chair. Well, he played his last request when the room smelled just like death, an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, there was nothing to be done. Trade his house that he bought on a GI Bill for a Clyde Great casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet song never lasts too long on broken radio.
Okay.
Yeah, so the best of wishes to Sam Stone, and or not Sam Stone, John Prine, and everybody else who's in a critical care condition, and reaching out to all of the people who are looking after all those people. So the next you asked to sing a song. What was it?
Peggy, I know we're going to do
Oro
the
Se
project.
Do-
We'll do Oro. Oro is rather nice.
All
Peggy, we'll sing this for you. This is a Gaelic song. It's to do with Grace O'Malley and others. You remind me of Grace O'Malley. Peggy lives in Pittsburgh, so
So great to have you along, folks, and Fergus Toohey from Drummondtown, and Yuri again. Great, enjoyed meeting you today, Fergus. Hope we can get back in again tomorrow. Sorry that the meeting stopped. The Zoom meeting seemed to drop out after 40 seconds. That's, yeah. I mean, again, Mary has difficulties with her eyes, as a lot of us have, and just trying to get the right shapes and size. But you saw earlier the experimentation I've been doing with pages. I see hope in that, and
Page 275, book
let's
one.
hopefully that's worth trying something with. Now again, we have to pull up here on at least 3. What do I see?
1, 2, 3.
Oro Se Do Bheata. Well, yeah, I'm going to go up on 4.
4 even, yeah.
So we're going to play this in position 4, on fret position 4, right? And whatever else, again, you may not know the words as much, but we'll sing this often enough you might get the phonetics of this. But certainly in the chorus, enjoy the chorus. I mean, it's a real rousing chorus. And I'm going to sing this for all of the people at the forefront. Just imagine the pirate queen of the western shore of Ireland taking on the mighty Queen of England, and meeting up with the Queen of England, and them having mutual respect for each other in the 15th, 16th century or whatever.
16th century, I think.
You know, imagine that warrior approach that this song represents. So we want to reach out to all of the care workers, everybody who's working in the emergency services and the essential service to keep the rest of us safe while we cocoon.
Can I sing this with you too?
Which one?
This one. Can
What's
I sing
that?
with you? Because you said you were going to sing it, so can I sing it with you?
Hey, we're going to make a bollocks of
Can
Mary. Mary's going to sing it on her own.
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
sing it on my
No,
own.
no.
He said he was going to sing it, folks, so I think he might allow me to sing it.
We will sing it. Grace O'Malley here beside me.
4,
Fucking,
4.
she'll-
No, that's
you'll
Grace
hear-
O'Malley in Pittsburgh.
You'll hear her with the whip, right? Up 4. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oh, and it's sheer hot on Harry. Wow, wow. Se Do Bheata. Molen the bear direct to the even. Going fly shell in Merlon. Is the deal the lesson of Bhaile. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oh, and this year hot on Harry. At a grown you well and the chapter song. Oh, the Galmalay. Waiting fans, the Frank has funny. Oh, it's good as she drink in the Bhaile. Reach, Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oh, and this year hot on Tarry. I've wheel a reed of art of blanket. For me of you and the deal of shop. Run your way, love it's me, the Kashkia. He said it fall for the fun and the call and the killer. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oh, and this year hopped on Harry. Do one, Ella. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oro Se Do Bheata. Oh, and this year hopped on Harry.
That was for
So
you.
Ray Atchison, I hope you were battering away at your bower on, and as Natalie was battering away at her
Natalie.
snare drum. All right.
No, that wasn't her. Oh,
Was
yeah,
it
she's
not
got
the
a-
word? I think
she's
it
got
was
some-
Natalie doing that, yeah.
She's got some kind of a drum as
So
well.
what we
The snare
try,
drum
yeah,
was
what
the
we're going to
was,
do, we're just mindful. Look at how much time has flown by yet again. What about it? This is some people are so behind. Alan Byrne trying to get into the Facebook Meitheal Ceol. What do we need to do? Alan Byrne, you need to get with the program. So you'll know this because I'll tell you about this afterwards. I'll tell you to go to near the end of it, which Alan Byrne, get with the program.
Nigel O'Mahony says, brilliant, first time to hear of John Prine.
Oh,
For
yeah.
this alone, it was worth
Well,
joining in.
I know, Nigel,
Fergus
if there's a
says-
song there we have, and I'm sure you might know the Speed of the Sound of Loneliness, which Nancy Griffith, but I think, and again, somebody might, John Prine fan might confirm, you know, it's a come on late and you come on early.
Yeah.
Come on big when you're feeling small. We won't do it tonight
We won't do it,
because,
no, we'll do that
but that song, I think, so again, lovely songs. by
So
John Prine.
Ro Mellet in Derbyshire, she said played
Parting
with the
glass, that's what it
spoons.
was.
She used the spoons.
Oh, super.
The spoons
And, you know,
worked well.
so an idea, I mean, both Ray Atchison and Keith, Paddy Beefy Burton had done something really fantastic, which is they recorded themselves playing an instrument along with a stream. So you can do this afterwards, play the stream on, say, one device and record it in live stream on another device and post it up into the Meitheal Ceol group or into the Meitheal Ceol Facebook page. Make sure you make the settings suitable for sharing. That's really important. But let us see and add to the crack, because these are all technologies and toys in a sense we've really never had a chance to develop, and I think there's amazing developments going on at the moment. It's the parting glass, I think, Mary,
yeah, the parting glass. So Paul Flaherty from Cork, I think originally from Cove, is what you said. He says Anjas, and he says John Prime is a legend, and you're welcome, Paul, and I hope you'll join us every he definitely sings The Speed of Loneliness, says Liam Maloney. Liam, hope you're well.
Beautiful song, we'll sing that again.
2, is it? Remember how Hosier sang it?
No, hold on. Spend it. Go and see it. Just sound it. So we'll play it up on pitch 3. Yes, so Hosier sang it really lovely and slow. It's just our last song this evening, and again, like Kylie McGee, I would reflect on the fact that this song is a holistic song, really about parting, but recognizing the history of what we were and what we do, and the future is coming towards us. I'm very minded of the energy that's going to emerge from a younger generation who were already online, way ahead of the rest of us, with all their what's the Happy House? What do you call that app?
Oh God!
I'm trying to get it.
Let's see, House Party,
which is where everybody's flocking to instead of Zoom and all the rest. But the reality is they've been Snapchatting and inter-thing and whatever for a length of time. So, I think young people who are probably much more used to being physically isolated and virtually connected than the rest of us. So maybe there's a lot that we can learn from them and that they can learn from us in terms of giving them hope and resilience and helping them build a better future, because it is their world they're going to. But let's enjoy this.
Yes, for Fergus Toohey says, thank you. It was great to meet today. See you on Zoom tomorrow.
Excellent. So again, I'll put up information about a Zoom meeting, etc. tomorrow. Come on board and just, stay with what we're trying to do. That's all I'm saying. We all have to give each other a little bit of space and see how we can do it. But if we work with a common objective of fun, do it for fun. If you're not doing it for fun, no point. I thought if you told me next week's lotto numbers and I won £50 million, what would I do with it? And I said, well, what would I do? What would you do? I'd buy a 100-inch television.
I know what you would buy.
I'd buy a 100-inch television.
I won't tell you about this, but I'll... Anyway,
I'd buy a 100-inch television.
You would buy...
And I'd still have 50 million left.
You'd buy iPads for all those people out there listening. And
I couldn't get them to you. And they probably
aren't... you'd buy mics.
You probably can't buy iPads because nobody... the whole world, the whole flow of everything is stopped. So, what I do is I'd actually... Bhaile, I'd get the tea bags and I'd put them in to the little backpack we have, and I'd put the hot water in the flask, same temperature, 100 degrees centigrade, boiling into the thing. I'd wrap it in a towel to keep it warm, take the cups, make a Rivita sandwich without the tomatoes in it. I'd head down to the beach, I'd put my feet in the water as I did today, and I'd try to count to 50 million. I'd just try to count to 50 million, and I'd plan, what would I do with it, guys? So let's get with the programme. Be here, let's just enjoy the fact that
So this is for all of you out there. It's a parting until we meet again tomorrow evening. Okay.
Of
all the money that e'er I spent it in good company,
and
all the harm e'er I did,
alas, it was
to none but me.
But all I've done for want of a wit, to memory now I can't
recall.
So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair sorely has
my heart beguiled.
her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart in thrall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls upon my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
I know what I'd do if I won that money. I'd buy soap for everybody out there. And I'd buy 2 bars of soap for Lee Maloney because he's into washing the hands big time.
You know, we're going to buy 2 bars of soap for Liam Maloney so that you can wash your 2 hands separately. That's a task.
Right.
So look, guys, I hope you enjoyed the evening as much as we did. And if you did, please come back every night at 7 p.m. Irish time, London time, Greenwich Mean Time, whatever we're here. Please tell anybody else who might benefit us, or share the link to the stream afterwards that other people may enjoy. And please comment to us, come back, and I said I'll set up information or schedule about this meeting tomorrow. Anybody who wants to come along, you don't have to be a musician. If you just like the conversation, look, we can all learn from each other. Really enjoyed the feedback today from everybody.
So Kieran Pierce, would you let us know who you are? And are you related to Willie Pierce? Yeah?
Or Porrick Pierce.
Or Porrick Pierce, yeah.
Or even Pierce. What do you call your man up here?
Doherty.
Pierce Doherty. So
Pierce Doherty, hello if you're looking in. I hope you're singing along with us. And
all right, so look, we're going to leave you and love you because so we head off to...
Ruth said she had a lovely evening again.
Actually, I hope you're practicing your guitar. Look, at the great thing about this, if you feel that you wanted to play an instrument at some stage, you play along. The great thing is you can play this stream back, and if there's a particular song you liked, the words will be on the screen, so you can just practice and practice and practice.
We'll be here again tomorrow night, and please share with all of your friends and family and invite them in and, make it a family affair for you. And,
all right.
Good night.
Good night and thanks. All right, folks, if we just turn off our stream.